What's his name?
Spencer. He's a war hero. The Stone Killer.
Today, we begin making Montana a playground for the elite. I'll destroy everything they fought for.
I'm trying to prevent a war here.
It ain't preventable.
He wants to take this place from us.
You're 30 miles from anything. Where are you headed?
Montana. Family needs me.
This is a hard winter. I pray Spencer can get here.
Time to build that army you promised me.
This Spencer Dutton scares me. Killed him. And he killed a whole lot of them.
Of all the things I've had to do for this ranch, takes a cake.
My family is in danger. My wife is lost to me. And I don't have time.
You'll carve this place to pieces.
They can try, but that ain't happening.
Darek, Thomas, Monday Morning Critic. How are you both today?
Good, how are you?
Aminah, I don't have any pizza questions for you, but one day we have to come back to your pineapple choice, but we won't do that today, all right?
Okay.
If I was to sit with Teonna and Elizabeth over a few beers and just listen to them trade stories, right? Elizabeth would talk about her father dying, shot by the army, mother abandons her, wedding canceled, loses baby, bit by a wolf. Teonna would come back with brutally assaulted by nuns, losing Pete. She's being hunted. What would that conversation sound like? And would they get along?
Oh, I think they would get along. I think they both have very pure hearts in them. And they're just hurting. They're hurting.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think they could teach each other some things, for sure. And I think, honestly, between Teonna, throughout, between all the female characters in the series, I think Liz and Fawcett are probably the two that Teonna would get on with the most.
Yeah, that's a really good answer. I feel like as the age that they're at in the show, that each of your characters has lived like 3 lifetimes with what's happened to you. Like most people couldn't survive a quarter of what your characters have gone through. And here they are just kind of pushing forward. So it's just really great to see them persevere. I have to say, though, I feel like both of your characters need to live the life that Ainsley Norris is living in Landman just for a little bit. They need a break, honestly.
Look, here's the thing. Everyone needs to live the life that Ainsley is living in Landman. I want to live it. She's so fun.
So Teonna's heritage generationally has gone through the years. She has a lot of pain and hurt, but she's a fighter. Does Elizabeth have that same fight to her? Michelle, I guess we've seen sparks of it because she's gone through so much. With Teonna, it's been from day one, like you don't do that to me. Would you say she has that same fight in her?
I think deep within, and I think that it slowly surfaces throughout the season, because she gets pushed to the edge, and I just think that like we get to see her kind of go on this arc of being this good East Coast like academic young woman to then just like fully losing her mind and turning into a wild animal. And really becoming a Dutton woman. Like she has that strength. There are moments of it. And she goes down fighting.
Yeah. Great answer. One of the highlights for me is watching your characters navigate adversity. I feel like as an actor, can you feel your character's pain? Can it be exhausting on occasion? Because I get it. You're playing a role. I get all that. But is it ever for you guys? Is it taxing? Is it exhausting? Is it like I could feel what my character's living in a bit?
Yeah, I think for me, it can be absolutely. And I think acting in general is just a very physical and mental job. And not a lot of people realize or can understand that until you're doing it. Because even if I would say I was doing a comedy, I mean, exhausted, mentally and physically. But especially for things of this magnitude, and when you're sharing stories that are very close to your own history and your own culture, I think it can get a little murky, but that's why having a really strong foundation and tools and people around you is important to help bring you out of those spaces when you may have gone too far.
Michelle?
Yeah, I think, I mean, when you really care about something, you give it your all. And so I'd say, like, filming, especially on a show like this and some of the more difficult scenes, it's just like it's invasive to your life. And when you trick your body into something, your mind can't help but go there a little bit, or you feel the exhaustion after the scene. But I mean, we also just really like had each other to keep us grounded and sane on those difficult days.
I'll end with this. I know all roles have challenges. For you, Michelle, what's a more difficult role, Elizabeth in 1923 or Ainsley and Landman? What I know they couldn't be more different.
Yeah.
Is one more challenging than the other?
They both, I'd say, challenge me in completely different ways.
Yeah.
Ainsley really puts me out of my comfort zone, and like finding the comedy, that's like it's a whole own thing. And then Elizabeth, I mean, just like having to act in the physical. I mean, they're just.
Yeah.
But that's what makes it fun. Like, you want it to be difficult.
Yeah. Aminah, you're amazing too. And it's just a pleasure to watch you both.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, okay?